So, are you ready? Are you ready for the first video? This is all about my LA County Fair Tablescaping Competition video series. In today's video, I'm going to tell you my theme and show you the colors and the concepts, the flowers, the foliage, everything I'm going to be using to sell my theme and my table at the LA County Fair. I can't wait. This is the first of 3 videos. I'll tell you all about it. Hi, I'm Bonnie Overman. I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope my channel will inspire you to lead a more productive, creative, and stylish life at any age, always on a budget. You know I'm 72 and I just say it because if I can do it, I know for a fact you can do it too at any age. I have confidence in you. I want to thank my wonderful, wonderful subscribers, all my sweet, dear friends that watch my videos, that take the time to comment and really uplift me every day. It just really touches my heart. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. You don't want to miss any of these themed videos, a different theme every month, and especially this tablescaping series. You don't want to miss it. And I'm going to do it again in July for Orange County. This is really, really good stuff. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. It does help my channel. All right, so we are talking about concept. This is my first of 3 videos. Every year I do a tablescaping competition for LA County Fair. And you get a theme and you go and you set up your table, and then the judges come anonymously and they judge your table before the fair opens. And the only way to find out what you got, what the judge's result was, is to go to the fair. So this first video, you're going to see a second video where, and this one I go through my concept, my colors, the materials I use, the flowers, the foliage, any special effects, all of that. And then my second video, you'll see my fair table set up in my house in 2 ways. The first one's the basic table, and I explain how I do my backdrop. The second one is a finished table ready to go to the fair. My third video is I actually go to the LA County Fair and I film all the tables and I film what I got. I show you my table at the fair, the whole thing. And I'm telling you, this is so cool. If you love tablescaping or themes or anything, you're going to love this. So I want to tell you a little bit about my concept. Now, the first thing I want to tell you is they have different themes that you can pick at the fair for your table. LA County always has a do whatever you want category. Okay, and I always pick that because sometimes I change my mind on the table I want to do. But I have to tell you how I came up with my theme. I struggled for quite a while. It's like, what am I going to do? If you all remember when we did the set documentary, we were on the Today Show, and I did a table called Mardi Gras Dinner in the Garden District. And this was a table I brought together in 2 days, and it had to be lightweight because I had to ship it to New York. And it wasn't exactly, I would say, up to my standards that I usually do in a table. So I start thinking, why don't I take that idea and then build on it a lot and make it more elegant, more beautiful, more fantastic. So that's what I did. So my theme for the LA County Fair 2024 Tablescaping Competition is Mardi Gras Dinner in the Garden District. Now, that quite wasn't enough. I knew I needed some special things, and I'm going to show you all my fabrics and everything in a minute. I wanted to put a water feature. I thought, what about the Garden District? They have those little courtyards, you know, they're brick, they have wrought iron, they have the little fountains, because you know I can do a fake water fountain, and I'm going to show you how I do that also. But that wasn't enough, because my problem with Mardi Gras is modern Mardi Gras is very kind of, I'm sorry, I hope I don't offend anybody, but I think it's a little on the gaudy side. All the plastic beads, all the colors they put together, the purple, the green, the gold, all in the same intensity with different fabrics maybe that are just full of glitter, and it doesn't look elegant to me. So I thought, why don't we do a Mardi Gras table as it would be in the Garden District 100 years ago? Okay, Now that puts a whole different spin on it. That would be 1924. That would be during the 20s. That would be where they would have to make most of the decorations themselves, and they can make them as elegant as they want to. So that was my concept. So it's a 1924 Mardi Gras dinner in the Garden District. And I can't wait to show you all the things I'm going to put together to make that table come alive. And we're going to take a look in a minute. But I want to explain to you my thought process, how I go about this. So my first theme is Mardi Gras. What am I going to put on the table that people look at it and go, it's Mardi Gras? Well, for number one, I put a Mardi Gras banner on it, okay? The second thing is I'm using the colors. The colors are going to be purple, as in the purple velvet and flowers. The gold is going to be a burnished gold. You'll see how I use that. And the green I'm using is all foliage. Also for purple, I am using different flowers, which I'll show you also. But anyway, I'm also including feathers, masks, a crown or two, and a banner that says Mardi Gras. So I think people will pretty much know that's a Mardi Gras table. How do I sell that it's in the Garden District? So when I put together these things that don't quite go, you have to sell each thing so it makes sense. Well, they would have maybe an old brick weathered wall. They'd have some wrought iron. They might have a fountain in their little courtyard. And ferns and green vines, purple flowers, lots of flowers. So that kind of sells the courtyard in the Garden District theme. And what's going to sell that it's 1924? Well, I have a banner I made that says 1924 on it. There's fringe on my purple penne velvet tablecloth, that old kind of fashion fringe that would be very close to the turn of the century. Feathers. Now think about it. They can't run down to Party City and buy decorations. They would make a lot of their things back in the 1920s. So I included a feather boa, elegant decorations and masks, and everything looks handmade. All right, you all, I'm now going to show you what I'm going to be including in my table, and I can't wait. I hope you love this so much. I hope you get so inspired and excited about all of these beautiful tables that people are creating. Okay, so stay tuned. I'm going to show you now what I'm going to be putting on my table for the fair. I can't wait. And I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye. All right, now I want to show you all the things I'm going to be including on my table. I thought this would be really fun before you see my fair table setup. Here's the purple penne velvet that I picked. You know, I've got 9 million pieces of this and nothing matched, so I had to go and buy all new fabric. I also got put some tassels on the table that I had, but this is that fringe I was talking about that kind of makes it look older, like it's something from Victorian or turn of the century. And then here's the little 1924 sign I made. And I'll tell you how I did that in just a minute. Here's the foliage I'm using and the ferns. And I went into the wedding section at Hobby Lobby and found this, it's supposed to be a garland, I guess, with gold leaves on it. Well, I fell in love with these leaves so much. I bought this, quite a few of these, ripped off all the leaves and glued them on these numbers. That's what those leaves are. Doesn't it look like metal, gold metal? And then I made these little medallions. It has hooks in it, and it hooks on something on my table, which I'll show you about in a minute. So let's talk about masks. So this is one of the masks I made. Now this is from Dollar Tree. It had a little elastic band in the back. And what I did, it was black and silver. I took more of these leaves and I glued them all around the eye. I did some leaves and flowers and feathers, and then I glued on this little holder. This is going to go on the plate. By the way, I'm using white plates with gold trim. And these are my assortment of flowers I'm using. I'm using a couple others too, but this kind of faded wisteria. I'm using these beautiful hydrangeas. I don't even know where I got these. These are the ones they have at Hobby Lobby now, which I think, it all kind of goes together. And then I have a couple hits of a darker purple also in there, which I think is really, really pretty, but tons of velvet, ferns, and flowers, and it just looks beautiful. And my Mardi Gras little banners made out of that. That's the same purple velvet as the tablecloth is. And I made those little pieces and then glued on the numbers. Now, I wanted to show you one last thing. I wanted a faux fountain at the back, and this is the faux water feature I made last year when I did the Egyptian table. And this is just made out of cardboard, but I paint and really go in and use a little bit of tissue and kind of, get some texture in there, like little waves. And then I paint these from black to dark blue to light blue. And I make a hole in it, and then of course that's where the water's gonna go in. So this is just regular tubing, and I put clear hot glue on it. Now that looks a little messy. This is old, this is from my Egyptian table. But once you put this in here, so then you can see how this water feature looks. It looks so fabulous. All right, you all. The next video about the fair will show you my actual table. I just wanted to give you the concept, the colors, the flowers, the foliage, some of the little things I used. I swear, everything I buy, I take apart, whether it's a plant or a garland, and then I use these little pieces, and I save the gold wire. I don't know. It's just something I do. I get these wacky ideas. Anyway, I hope you love this so much, and I hope you get so inspired. And the next fair table video will show my actual table finished. And then after that, we're going to have to wait for about 2 weeks so I can go to the fair and film. But in the meantime, I hope you love this. I hope you got so inspired, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye.